Hello, Bigfoot enthusiasts. Scott here from Squatch America.
And Hannah, domestic goddess, chief cook, and doggy mama outside the paddy wagon today.
Yes, we are actually in, where'd you call it? Fern Gully.
Fern Gully. Yes, you should see little blue people flying by. That was my... I did not like that movie, Avatar. Not my favorite.
No.
But we are in Fern Gully. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we're in the Pacific Coast Forest here near Florence, Oregon. And we're in a place called South Jetty, actually. It's kind of fun. Really cool looking place. And there's a Bigfoot report here.
Yes, and this is the first day that it hasn't been pouring down rain all day long. We've been in our camper with very limited internet for 2.5 weeks.
Oh, yeah. So here we are. So anyway, but we're going to be answering question number 2 in our Bigfoot question series of the questions that people...
The top 10.
Top 10 questions that people ask us all the time.
And we're going to get to that right after our introduction.
But I was just going to answer it. So, folks... Today, we're going to be talking about the number 2 question that we get when we're out and about is this: where is Bigfoot?
And the answer is, Bigfoot is...
in the woods. Okay.
There we go.
Thanks.
And bye.
Thanks for watching. No, just kidding. We'll get into a little more detail here. So, generally, we do get... this question quite often, and it always kind of baffles me. It's an interesting question, but it seems pretty self-evident to me. But a lot of people want to know, where do I go to find Bigfoot?
State parks.
State parks.
National forests. Campgrounds with ferns.
The woods. All those places. No, actually, it's generally thought in the Bigfoot community that where you find bears, you find Bigfoot. And that's
Jellystone Park.
Jellystone National Park. That's a good one. We've been there. We've been there.
Take your picnic basket and your
picnic
basket and your peanut butter sandwiches, and you will catch you a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Or at least a yogi.
At least a yogi. Yeah. No, we've actually been there to Jellystone Park. Anyway, but
if you're in the Amboy, Illinois area, check it out.
Check it out. Yeah. No, generally it's there's a map of like the bears in the United States, and then you take the map of the Bigfoot sightings that are found around the world, and that's where you can find that they're pretty similar habitat. I'm not saying Bigfoot lives with bears. That'd be weird. But I'd
like to go waltzing with bears.
Waltzing with bears?
Yes, that's a song.
So
Waltzing with Bears is a song.
It is.
Yep. And the teddy bear picnic is a song. I would like to go on a teddy bear picnic. Do they have a oh, we should plan a Bigfoot picnic.
We should. Put a comment down below if you'd like to attend a Bigfoot picnic. Because we would love to do that. All right.
If you go out in the woods today, you're sure to get that. Oh, I could even write a song for it.
There you go.
Today's the day the Bigfoots have their picnic.
Yeah.
Okay, I better be quiet now.
Okay. So, all right. So, I showed you the map of bears and Bigfoot. But I also want to show you the map of the mountain ranges. Now, this is where I'm going to get into my thoughts. The mountain ranges and Bigfoot sightings and bear sightings. They're pretty darn similar.
Similar?
Similar.
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 Yes.
You're just making words up now.
No. I noticed that, when we look at a map of these places, where you don't see Bigfoot is like at Area 51.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I just heard a Bigfoot. Anyway. But
probably laughing at us.
Yeah. Yeah, but it has a lot to do with mountain ranges, I think, personally. I mean, we do have them down in the swamps in Florida and stuff like that, and of course, there's always exceptions to the rules. If there is Bigfoot rules, I'm not sure there is yet, or at least we haven't established them yet.
Oh, I think we could establish some.
But I think the forest habitat is one thing, but the mountain habitat is the other thing, if I can say that right. Because not only do they live in the forest areas, like dense forests, like this here, if you see behind us, I mean, this is a dense forest.
This is a dense, highly peopled forest. There's a difference.
Yeah, but there's
a qualification there.
Right. I mean, this coastal forest, it's beautiful with the ferns and the moss everywhere.
The avatars flying around.
Yeah, that too. But actually, we're planning on going to hike tomorrow. They got a place called the Hobbit Trail, so we might see hobbitses, but there's that too. Because, I mean, this is very picturesque rainforest. A lot of people don't realize there's a rainforest in America, North America, and this is it. But I think the dense forest is one thing, but I believe that the mountain range is more important.
And why would that be?
In the dense forest.
Tell us why that would be.
Well, let me answer your question. Let me get all official here.
Are you going to curl your mustache?
Yeah, I curl my mustache. Okay. There we go. All right. So most of all the famous sightings in the past, like the Bluff Creek and the Deduck Springs sighting, the Freeman film.
Even our sighting in the Blue Mountains.
Even our sighting in the Blue Mountains. And we're being bombed by jets right now, I guess. Anyway, but and people keep driving by, but that's okay.
This is a very peopled rainforest.
This is a very peopled rainforest, but where was I talking?
So we're talking. Why is it that mountain ranges are so important?
So I think it's steep terrain. There, I said it.
Steep terrain.
Steep terrain. I'm going to show you now a montage. Here's a little montage of all the places we have got Bigfoot reports, and all the places that we have found footprints, and some of the historic places that have Bigfoots. I'm going to show you a little montage of what the terrain looks like. So, where I had my sighting, and like I said, I've got, the only experience I've got is my own. So, with my experience, my sighting, we saw the Bigfoot, was in incredibly steep terrain. It was, I even measured it. Where we found the footprints was going up a hill that was 32 degrees slope.
That is a hill that Hannah would not tackle.
Right.
Nope.
Right, and these footprints went straight up it, like boom, 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 didn't miss a stride, just like they were walking in the park, walking straight up this hillside.
You know what that tells me?
What?
It tells me that their ankles are constructed differently than ours.
Well, their foot is constructed.
Well, their foot is, but their ankles, because our ankles do more of the round and round like a wrist instead of the up, like, because I'm thinking to go up some of those steep things, they were going to have to be able to bend there's got to be a greater angle bend going straight up to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The physics of it is so much different because
you
Yeah.
sound like a teenager now.
Well, anyway, it just occurred to me that a human cannot, you don't have enough flex in your ankle to stay upright walking up and down some of those
very steep terrain.
Yeah.
Which gets me to my other point.
I didn't know I was leading you to a point. I'm pretty dang impressed with myself.
You are, which gets me to my other point. We're going to talk about right after we talk about this. What are we talking about? Oh, hey, we got some new stuff up on our website.
Yes, so please go to SQUATCHAMERICA.com, and there is a link in the very first paragraph that you see there. There's a link that says, and basically, we would love to see another Bigfoot, but until then, check out our gallery of unique finds. So I finally have our photo gallery up, and I want to apologize. People have asked me, this guy's been asking me, I am a very talented person. Website design and management is not in my skill set, but I keep trying, and I finally got our gallery up. So you can also go to the menu on the top of the page, and right in the middle it says Unique Bigfoot Finds from Squatch America. And you can see, I think I've got 7 or 8 that we have had from not just the two of us, but from Squatch Americans from around the country. So please go visit that. While you're there, sign up for our newsletter and
go buy the merch stuff.
Go to the store and buy some merch. We have got tons of t-shirts left from our festivals this year, and we are trying to offload them. They, I believe, are on sale for $20 a piece, $22 if you're a 2 or 3X.
There you go.
So go check out our store.
Go check out our store. So, anything else for the good of the order? Commercial-wise, we're good.
If you are in the Welch's, Oregon area, we are headed your way. Please keep your eyes and ears open for a possible town hall there.
That's right. We are in the beginning process of trying to nail down a spot where we can do a town hall meeting in Welch's in the month of April.
That's this month.
Yeah, in a few weeks here. So we're going to be giving that a shot. That said, I think we're going to move in right along.
Digga-doon.
All right. So, the reason I wanted to talk about the fact that they live in this steep terrain, and I showed you the beautiful montage of the forest, is generally people will not hike off trail. A lot of people think that, we've covered every inch of every forest, but there's millions. I'll bet you money there's millions of acres in this United States that a human has never set their foot on. I almost guarantee it, because some of the territory, even the places I grew up, I know there's places that people haven't went, because you're like, are you kidding me? There's no way I'm going to hike that hill.
Humans look for the path of least resistance every time.
Right. We stay on trails, and that's the thing. I mean, we hike trails, and people will go 100, 200 feet off the trail to set up their tent or to dig a hole and go to the bathroom.
If that far,
but generally they will stay on the trails. And I think after hundreds and hundreds of years of humans doing that, Bigfoot has figured out that if I don't frequent the trails, I don't get caught. And
as we were theorizing, and just based on anatomy, humans are not designed to. I mean, our bodily physics doesn't work off trail.
Right. And generally, that's something I'm thinking about starting to do when we go into the woods. Is I don't know. It could be slightly risky. I don't know. Anyways, but from my military experience, when I was like in Germany and we were training in Germany and especially in Iraq, we didn't follow roads, we didn't follow trails.
Gonna wait for the truck.
Gonna wait for the truck to drive by. Like I said, when we were training in Germany, or like I said, when we were deployed places, we didn't generally take roads, especially if we were hiking it, if we were hoofing it. We shot azimuths. We looked at a map and said, I'm here, I want to be here. The most direct route is here, and that is like, make up a number, 273 degrees. So we take out our compass, aim at a tree a long ways away, it's 273 degrees, and walk to that tree. Then we'd stand on the other side of that tree, shoot an azimuth 273, find another tree we can walk towards, and walk towards that tree. And you just kept following that, and you kept your paces so you knew how far you were hiking. And lo and behold, it was amazing how many times we had walked through dense forest or open desert following an azimuth and counting our steps, and we ended up exactly where we pinned it on the map we'd end up.
So you kind of walked as the crow flies.
Exactly. And that's something people don't do, especially because we would end up like, oh, crud. There's a cliff we got to climb, or there's a big boulder we got to go over, or
a river is running through it.
A river we got to cross, or it's just it can be kind of treacherous sometimes doing that, because you don't know what you're going to run into. And sometimes we'd like meadows and stuff, we'd go around, we'd find that tree, then walk around the meadow to the tree, and then go on from there to not expose ourselves. There's a thing. So we could get from point A to point B in a direct line and try to be hidden about it. Now, if Bigfoot does that, there's not a chance in the world that humans are going to cross paths with them, because we don't draw straight lines between point A and point B and hike through the mountains, especially if it goes up cliffs and down mountains and up around things. We walk up the ridge, we walk up the valley. We
take the path of least resistance.
Yeah, we don't traverse a direct line.
Even if we have to go farther, we don't. We take the path of least resistance.
Yes,
every time.
And I think not just Bigfoot, but I think animals in general probably know this.
Which is why you don't find deer during hunting season.
Exactly. They know where you're going to be, because they know where your hunting camps are, and they know where you put up your trail cameras. They're like, oh, trail cameras, that's where we're not going to be in October. Just set your watch. Speaking of that reminds me, little commercial number 2 is I'm putting up a picture right now of a trail timer. Now, this is an old-timey thing that was invented before trail cameras were a thing. And what these are, they're a timer that uses a tripwire. It doesn't take a picture. It just marks the time that the trail timer was tripped. What they used to do for like bear hunting and things, they would put a bait out in the woods, and then they put these trail timers up, and then they could tell what time whatever the animal showed up to eat whatever they had. And got an idea about how to use these for Bigfoot hunting. But I need to get my hands on them, but they don't make them anymore. Haven't made them for years. So if anybody's got a grandpa and you go through their garage and they have one of these, let me know. We will purchase this from them if we can.
We are going old school.
We're going to go old school for a while. So just look up a trail timer if you could for me. And if you got one, just email me at SQUATCHAMERICA@gmail.com and let me know.
Okay. So the last thing is the whole steep terrain, thick forest, steep mountainous terrain. There is something that we have observed firsthand, and we observe this at odd places. We observe it when we set up our 9-foot-tall Hank Squatch. Mm-hmm. You know, our wooden cutout that we set up at our booth when we're at festivals where we have him. We have the 10-foot animatronic Bob Squatch. We set him up. And people will walk right by that and not notice it. That is in the middle of a people-y place where there's, you know, adult beverages flowing and music playing and everything is on basically high sensory alert. And they won't see it standing in front of them until, like, with the animatronic, we'll turn it on and they go, whoa, where'd that go? It's been there, like, we've been talking for 20 minutes here and you didn't see it. So if people are on a trail, where is Bigfoot going to be? How far away does a Bigfoot need to be to not be seen, theoretically?
Theoretically, they can... Depends on how still they stand. They could be standing right there on the edge of the trail, and you'll never see them. Or they'll stand 100 feet off the trail, and you'll never see them.
Yep. So,
like I said, they hear you coming, smell you coming,
feel you coming,
miles before
hear
you get
coming.
Yeah, miles before you get here, and the chances of them being able to hide is just immense. I mean, chances of me being able to hide in the woods when people go by, I mean, like I said, going back to my military experience, I mean, we did that a lot. I mean, in trainings and stuff, we would hide in the woods. I've had people walk right on top of me and walk right past me and never see me if I'm just sitting still enough in the woods. So I think that's what they do. And so that's, where is Bigfoot? Bigfoot is in the woods.
So Bigfoot is in the woods, in mountainous, steep woods, possibly closer than you think, because if he stands still, you're not going to see him. Correct?
Correct.
Maybe a better question, though, is there a place where Bigfoot isn't?
Like I said, L.A.
L.A. is pretty... Yeah, there is that. Where do we not get reports from? Globally, where do we not get reports from?
Antarctica, because there's no people there to see them. Hawaii.
Hawaii.
That's about it.
So, not only is Bigfoot in the woods, primarily in steep mountainous areas, Bigfoot is all over the planet.
Yep.
Go figure, just like people.
Yeah. So when you ask where's Bigfoot, Bigfoot is everywhere, and he's nowhere. It's a mystery. Well, we hope that has answered someone's question about where is Bigfoot. And if you have spent your whole life in the woods, and we're going to talk about this, I think, next week. If you have spent a lot of times in the woods and you haven't seen a Bigfoot, don't feel slighted. Mm-hmm. You're not alone. Yep.
You are not alone. So, thank you so much for watching. Remember, our job is to investigate the unexplained.
Not to explain the uninvestigated.
So until next week, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, share this video out into the YouTube universe, and visit our store. By next week, we will have a link to our store here on the YouTube channel. But until then, you can go to SquatchAmerica.com/shop or something like that. It's in the menu, and you can buy t-shirts and magnets and all sorts of fun things.
All right. So, with that said, usually say,
I usually say keep it squatchy and
go out and find Bigfoot.
bye now.
Bye.